Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. Yeah, it has been definitely a while. It's been about 2 weeks or so. Um, so yeah, for the most part, it's been the same as we know. There has been no sports going on. If you guys have still been paying attention to DFS, League of Legends has really taken off on DraftKings. It's literally like almost NBA kind of like prizes over there right now, and so for the most part, it's doing pretty good. Obviously, the big boys are hopping in on over there with their 150 max lineups. But like I said, usually don't really invest in it. But like I said, this looks like for the most part, esports is what we're gonna have for at least 2 to 3 months, while everything calms down. So yeah, I mean this is what we're gonna be doing. So anyway, I'm still really, 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 really new at League of Legends. Um, if I do mess up people's names, which 100% I will, like I said, I definitely do apologize for that. If the name's too crazy, I'm not even gonna say it. Um, but yeah. Anyway, we're gonna do videos for this. Anyway, if you guys are new to League of Legends, you really don't know what's going on. Basically, like I said, I don't know too much about it. Obviously, it's a video game. Um, and yeah, two teams play against each other in a best of three series here on LPL and LCK. Basically, LPL and LCK are just two different areas. I mean, two different leagues. They play the same rules and everything like that, just two different leagues. And it's the best of three, so obviously whoever wins two first is the winner. So anyway, it kind of gonna break down a little bit for you. Not gonna go too in depth into it, but just give you guys a couple picks that I'm looking at. And like I said, this is for tomorrow's slate um, for the third. It's technically the second, but it's the third on the East Coast. So, as normal, if you guys want to try it out, you want some League of Legends lineup advice, would love to have you guys, who knows, try it out a little bit. We're also doing CS:GO as well. If you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of like Call of Duty in a way. So we'd love to have you guys on that. Actually, almost took down a tournament. Came in second place a couple days ago on a $3 entry on CS:GO and won 350 or yeah $350. So not too bad. So if you guys want to get in on any of that lineup advice, like I said, I know it's new, but this is really all we have right now. So why not come join us, and would love to get you in on it. If you guys want to get in on, we're gonna do daily, and then we're gonna do a 2 week. Um, Subscription. Not going to do a month yet. We're just going to do a 2 week subscription. So anyway, if you do sign up for the 2 week subscription, CS:GO and League of Legends will be included in that package. If you just do daily, it's only going to be one or the other. Both are not included. So anyway, yeah, let's get into it here. We have EDG taking on a DMO, Edward Gaming, and I forgot who the other guy is. Like I said, I'm definitely new to this, so we're gonna go look at some of these guys' standings just to show you guys how they're doing. So Edward Gaming is 5-4, and then DMO is not that good at 3-7. They did have a pretty good win last night, but overall, I don't mind Edward Gaming. They are very expensive though here. Um, yeah, very expensive. But anyway, Odie not too bad of an option. Cheap, gonna get you 65, 70. Who else we got going on? Scout's always a very good play, but very expensive. Hope and Scout both should be in your cash game lineups. It's going to be hard to get him in there at captain just because they're so expensive, but I love both of those guys. And Miko, like I said, messed that up, but he's not too bad. Cheaper-ish option here. Don't mind him, and then obviously I don't mind Edward Gaming defense, but there's some other ones out there I'd rather have. So I think for sure in this one I'm going to be looking at where are we at here? There we go. Scout and Hope, those are the two main guys you want. Most expensive, but I think you need them in there in cash. And I don't mind a couple of these other guys. If you're doing GPP, probably not going to go this way. DMO could randomly maybe beat them. I mean, you got to remember Edward Gaming's not that great. I mean, they are 5-4. They do have some pretty good players, but anything could happen. But still, don't mind stacking a couple of those guys for sure. Um, we got Jin taking on Sandbox here. I'm not really too into this one. Another lopsided kind of game we got going on here. We have Jin Esports. Where did they go? Like I said, I'm getting used to these guys. Jin, there they are, 11-2, taking on Sandbox Gimme, which is not too great at 4-9. Jin doesn't really play that fast for the most part. If you go look kind of looking at all their starters, they just even when they win, they don't really score too much. They're just kind of a slower paced team. So I mean, I don't mind them, but like I said, I just don't think they're going to have a too much upside. They usually don't. So honestly, you can look at them, but I think Genji defense is a pretty solid one there, and that's mostly it. Like I said, these other guys are a pretty good plays, Ruler, BDD, but they just they're safe options. They're not really going to go out there and be crazy for you and get you 75, 80. This is going to be a high scoring slate, so definitely got to settle for a little bit higher than 60s and 70s. We got IG taking on Victory 5 here in this one. These guys are, I think, LCK, right? So we got T1, which is 11 and 2 here, taking on T1. All right, my bad. IG. Where are we at here? IG is Invictus Gaming taking on Victory 5, as you see. IG is 8-1, and we have Victory 5 at 0-10. So, yeah, definitely a cash game play. IG. I do like a couple of their guys. They're going to be expensive as again, but you got the shy rookie in there. Puff is always a really good option. Very expensive, but a very good player. And Southwind is always a really good play as well. He's one of the more expensive ones, but he's for the most part been pretty solid. I do like him for about 75, 80 here, maybe even a little bit more. Then obviously don't mind IG's defense. They're at 6,200, but definitely worth it for sure. Um, Moving on, we got T1 taking on GRF. Let me go see. Like you see, as you see, a lot of these guys there are a lot of lopsided games out there. We got Ti at 11 and 2, and then we got Griffin. Is that who they were taking on? Griffin. Griffin at 2-11. So once again, another lopsided game. For the most part, it's not like NBA where if it's a lopsided spread, you usually don't want to target the good teams because then they pull out their guys. For the most part, I mean, subs are they do happen once in a while, but for the most part, even if they destroy these guys, their starters are going to stay out there. So usually don't got to worry about guys getting taken out for the most part. Um, but yeah, like I said, a lot of these are just lopsided. I'll have to see how the spreads are. I'm not sure who's going to win here, play here, Cuz or Elim. Both these guys have been splitting time, so. Another thing, LCK doesn't really announce their lineups, so you're kind of guessing on guys like that. Faker is in a pretty good spot. Teddy's always pretty solid. And Effort, I don't mind Effort if you want to take him over Southwind for a little bit cheaper. Then T1 Esports defense is a pretty good defense as well at 6K. This one here should be a good one. Royal Never Give Up here, and then taking on E Star 9 and 2, and Royal Never Give Up is 6 and 3. Royal has actually been pretty solid recently. This game honestly could go either way. The kills could be half decent maybe in this one. It's honestly up to you where you want to go. Like I say, Crying's really good. Um, we'll have to see how the spread is. I'd have to do more research to see if it's a good kill spot. I don't really know that yet. Just looking at it, from my mind. Well, not looking at it, talking about it. So I'd have to look at it. But this game should be pretty good. RNG is not too bad here recently. And then our last one here is I don't know how to say these people's names. We have I mean, Afrika Freets. I have no idea. They're 6 and 7 taking on uh, Damawan Gaming. These guys here, I'm not gonna say their name, but they've been trash. I think they've lost what 3 or 4 in a row, so they're terrible right now. They even lost to a really bad team here tonight, so you could maybe put a couple of these guys in here, and Dan Wan Gaming in a GPP, maybe some of these cheap guys to get you a little extra a salary to get some of those big boys in there. Showmaker. Don't mind Ghost as well. I think you should start over Nuclear once again, and Ghost is a pretty good option as well. So that's kind of what we got going on. So yeah, a lot of lopsided games for sure. Um, Like I said, I do like IG against Victory 5. I think you could easily stack 2 to 3 in that one. T1 against Griffin, solid options. Those guys are going to be very expensive, so you might have to add in a couple of these guys here from TWG, and don't mind some from EDG either, but they're very expensive as well. So for the most part, some lopsided games out there, so that's kind of what we're looking at. So I know, like I said, it was a little confusing. But like I said, if you guys need any help or anything like that, message me. I'll definitely try to help you guys out a little bit. I'm still getting the hang of it. Um, but still, we're not doing too bad. Doing a little bit better on CSGO, but still wouldn't mind for you guys to come join us. So like I said, if you guys are bored, don't really have much to do, still want to do some daily fantasy, let us help you out with our lineup advice. Just message us, we'll get you set up. Like I said, we have our daily pass and our 2-week pass as well. If you do the 2-week pass, you will get in on Slack for that. So, like I said, the 2-week pass includes CS:GO and League of Legends combined. The daily pass only includes one or the other, and that is up to you. So, for the most part, you got to remember these slates are really late. They're anywhere usually at 2 a.m. Eastern time because they're over there in China. So, if you guys aren't able to get up at 2 a.m., obviously don't sign up for this. CS:GO is usually um, at 12 o'clock noon time Eastern time, so that's a little bit easier for you guys. So definitely keep that in mind. So that is mostly it. Like I said, it was a little sloppy. I do apologize. Got to get used to it, and I got to get used to a lot of these guys' names and a lot of the team names as well. So that is what we got going on. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the video. Stay safe out there. We'll see you guys maybe a little bit later. We might do a couple more videos, see how it goes. All right, guys. Like I said, stay safe. Yeah, talk to you guys in a little bit.